This is Nikhil. We're going to be creating an Angular and Node.js app, and we will be uploading this or deploying it, as they call it, to Google Cloud. We want to be able to just go to the internet and our browser and just have a link, and we will be able to access this app as it is. So the tools we will be using is GCP for now, Google Cloud, Google Cloud Platform. We will be using Node.js and Angular. We have VS Code. Um, for all of these tools, you will need to install it, but we can go through that a bit. So first thing you're going to do is you are going to open up your directory where you want to be working. So do that real quick. mkdir. Okay, so the easiest thing you can do for now is you can separate your Node.js and your Angular. So what I normally do here is I will just create two folders, Angular. You can call it front end, Angular, whatever, mkdir, Node, or backend. So here you go. Let us begin with Angular. So normally what you would do is you would need to download Angular. So I believe it's npmi Angular CLI, something like that. Yeah, so it should already be downloaded in my system, but yeah. Now we will just create a new project. Well, what do we call this? Demo. Sure. Would you like to add Angular routing? I would say yes. You want to be able to access different parts of your site if you want to. So just put yes. I am used to CSS. SCSS, SAS we'll deal with later. Yeah, this should take maybe some time. Let's also download everything that is going on in Node.js. So I'm just going to go here. So the first step that is normally you just need an index.js. But if you want to have like a package.json, which is recommended, you can just do npm init and you can describe your project. So you can call it demo version 1.0, description, GCP app using Angular and Node.js and entry point index.js. Test commands, you can add them. Git repository, yes, you can add them. Keywords, I'll just say full stack, why not? Author, just put your name. Yes. Okay, so once you are done, you should have a package.json, touch index.js. So now we are done with installing everything Angular. We can test this out by just going to by saying in the directory ng-serve open. Okay, so The mistake there was that we ran it outside. This is where your source code is, all of your readmes. So let's see. Here you go. This is your demo app. This is the default that Angular normally shows. If you make any changes to your code, this is your live development server, but we don't really need that right now. We're not going to be making much, we're not going to make any changes here for now. We just want to upload this to Node.js and ultimately GCP. So let's move on to step 2. Let's create an index.js. So here, first things that we need to do is I'm literally just going to follow the steps given by AyyazTech in this video. He has created a basic Node.js server, which is very useful. We're also going to be using the method. So basically, we can literally just use this code right here. So this is our code that we have created for index.js. This is pretty much the same as Ayaz's code. However, I've added some small changes. Express.js is pretty obvious. We're using express.js to handle all the routing. Normalized port is a method, is a requirement for GCP. You want to make sure that the port number that GCP, I don't know how to explain it, but this is required as mentioned in the video over here. So yeah, we have added it here. Again, we need to do npm install normalized port as well as npm express. I've added 2 endpoints which are pretty standard to what Ayaz is given, but this is the third one. This is /test. If you put /test to the end, you will see hello world, Angular. Why not? This will just explain the tech stack. However, if you don't get anything appended to the end, you can just have a default page. So this is going to be our default home page. And this will show up in the terminal once you run index.js. So we can definitely try running this. I've already hit node index.js, so we can definitely just open the URL and see. This is our default home page. Let us go to, yeah, so cool, great. Another requirement for GCP is that, according to this video, is that we are going to make sure that in scripts we have a start. So this is probably what GCP uses to start our server. So let's just do that real quick. Start, and then node index.js. You need this thing at the end. We can test it out by just, now we can just do npm start demo. There we go, great. So now we have both our Angular and Node created in different pockets, right? They're both sitting in 2 different, yeah, so this is our Angular, this is our Node.js. We want to connect them up in some way. Again, Ayaz has given us a very good way to do this, so I'm just going to follow his instructions. Okay, let's first we need to navigate to our Angular. I'm just going to do code dot. Okay, so first thing that we do is we haven't actually built it. So So we want to build this in a way that, so ng build configuration production. So this should build your code. Everything looks fine. So now we can basically, we have our front end here. Let's now apply it to our Node.js. We don't want these to be two separate apps. So what we can do is node is app dot. So what does it say here? Okay, app dot use express dot static, and then this will be your folder name. Now we don't need this because by default your Angular will show up. So yeah, we can definitely test this out by, this is our, here, let's go here and then npm start. Okay, so this is your default page now, and you will have your endpoints. Great, so our app is ready to go now. So now we need to work on GCP. The first thing you need to do is create a new project. We can do that now. Demo, no organization. Select your project. You want to make sure that you have billing enabled. So now we have created our demo project. Let's now move on to adding our GCP in our local project. So we can actually just do it inside. Okay, so you need to have Google SDK downloaded. Is it in this video? Yeah, googlecloud.google.com SDK. These are the tools which will help you run gcloud. If you don't have it installed, it's kind of like doing npm install. You need to download it. Okay, I'll give you a quick overview on how to do it. If you have it in, let's say, downloads, right? You've downloaded it here. You'll extract it, Google Cloud SDK. Right. So this is what I downloaded because this is my system. I went through you extract your archive, you extract your file. You would also, it's also better to use the path commands that they have given. Just do it now so that your gcloud is globally installed and you don't have to worry about, installing it again and again. So just install.sh, this should be fine. And then you can just do gcloud init. So I'm going to skip to the part where we just do gcloud init. Gcloud init. Okay. Account this project. So what's our project? Project ID, Windy Energy. What other projects do I have? Okay, so select the project that you have and you want to in my situation, you will need, I do need to reconfigure this, but you need to make sure that your account is correct and you need to make sure that the project is correct. switch to and reinitialize existing configuration. Reinitialize. Okay, we have now completed this. Let's do gcloud init. Okay, you just need to run gcloud init once. In this video, they mention, okay, wait, never mind. I mean, I forgot about app.yaml, but normally you would, there is a preview option that they show, which I haven't been able to find anything. So yeah, okay. So next, based on the instructions given, let's touch an app.yaml. I guess we can do app.yaml. Okay. Runtime, NodeJS 18. So this is how you would do it in current times. The video shows you just Node.js. You also don't need VM is true if you're running App Engine. So this should be fine. Okay, now we can just do gcloud app deploy. I'm not sure if US West was the issue, but I'm going to just choose US Central. So I'm going to choose 17. Check your information, descriptor, app YAML, node, target project. Okay. I'm just going to copy this. Yes, this looks fine to me. Okay, now the app has seemingly run. Let's check if it works. Okay, there we go. I think maybe I tried to do this yesterday and I was having some issues with, because this command ran, but this just kept reloading and reloading. So maybe it was US West that was an issue. We did US Central. This works out great. So Angular and test. Thank you so much for watching, and let's keep this series going. Let's build this website out. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.